Good day, everyone. Welcome again to my class. This is Mrs. Jonaline M. Obordo, your physical education and health 3 teacher. We are now on week number 5 of this subject, this subject, physical education and health 3. And just a reminder that the PowerPoint presentation that is being used now on this video is already uploaded in the class of Mrs. Jonaline M. Obordo. Okay? So, we are only using the prescribed module. And by the way, yung mga modules po ninyo for week 5 to 8, ay i-distribute na anytime soon this week. Okay? So, syempre, since we are adapting into blended learning, yung inyo pong, yung atin pong absence of printed module for this week only, okay, ay i-cover ng digital module na I will be providing then para sa inyo sa class of Mrs. Jonaline M. Obordo. And also, I will be sending that to our official GC. So, there's nothing to worry. All you have to do is to focus and pay attention sa magiging discussion natin this session. Okay? So, let's continue. So session number 5 or lesson number 5 is all about the personal safety with dance. Okay? So I know that you are all familiar with this topic. Ito po ay na-discuss na sa atin nung tayo po ay nasa PE 1, 2, and 2 also. Okay? So, but this time, we will incorporate the topic dance with regards to personal safety. Okay? So we have this lesson objective. Observe personal safety protocol to avoid dehydration, overexertion, and hyperthermia during the participations of moderate to vigorously physical activities or exercises. Okay? So what are the safety in terms of dance practices? Lahat po yan ay i-discuss natin sa session na ito. Okay? Let's continue. As is stated here, most dancers or performers just run out of the theater after their performance when it is over. They remove their makeup, take off their costumes, and off they go. It is so important to take 5 or 10 minutes after a show to stretch before going home. And if they can't, then once they get home. So, my dear student, let me just remind you that the real dancers are dancers who give importance on stretching before and after their performances. Sabi rito, it is a must that they will be allotting 5 to 10 minutes of their time to do the stretching. So what do we mean by stretching before we discuss this session? And how important is stretching? So stretching is a form of physical activity or physical exercise in which a specific muscle or tendon is deliberately flexed or stretched in order to improve the muscle's felt elasticity and achieve comfortable muscle tone. The result, mga anak, no? The result of stretching is a feeling of increased in muscle control, flexibility, and range of motion. So napakahalaga po talaga sa tinatawag nating exercises ang stretching. Whether it is dancing or individual, dual, or team sports or fitness or physical activities, we do stretching. Okay? So why do dancers need to stretch? Bakit ba mahalaga na ang mga dancers ay nag-i-stretch? As important as a daily exercise for all ages, no, stretching is just, it will help you or will help us to have the proper and more accurate blood flow to the muscles and cartilage and helps us to relax our body. Okay? Stretching also creates long, lean muscles, no, that is required for dancers and athletes. Stretching also helps to correct our postures by lengthening the tight muscles, no? So si stretching is like a warm up, no? It is warming and preparing our body for or conditioning our body for a continuous performance during dance or physical activities or exercises. Diba? Ito po ay mahalaga not only for young dancers or young people but for all ages, no? It helps the proper circulation of blood flow from our muscles to the cartilage in our body. So napakahalaga po na tayo pong lahat ay nag-i-stretch. And just to remind you and to give you an idea what kind of stretching, okay, do dancers do kapag sila ay may mga performances. So kayo rin, sa week na ito ay sasayaw. So what are the idea of exercises or stretching that I can show you or share to you? These are as follows. Okay? So the most common stretching is the what we call the hip flexor quad. Look at that. Look at the video. How hip flexor quad is being performed. Okay, number one, you have to kneel in a deep lunge. Okay, magla-lunge kayo with your back leg on the floor. Okay, just like that. You have to flatten your back until you feel the stretch in front of your hip. Make sure you tuck your pelvis. Asan po ba ang pelvis natin? Okay, tama, nasa ating middle extremity. To ensure your back is flat, sinking into your back too much is too much extension. So, dapat ganito lang po, okay? Ang magiging position ninyo when you do the hip flexor or quad. Okay, just like this. Now, sinking into your back too much is too much extension. Ibig sabihin, if you look at the knee here, kapag po yan ay nag-touch po sa floor, that's too much extension. Same goes here. Kapag masyado pong malayo, itong part na ito, okay, dito sa alignment na ito, okay, ito masyadong stretch like, ito i-extend mo rito, that's a wrong execution of hip flexor quad. Okay, hold for 20 to 30 seconds and repeat on the opposite side. Okay, so this is the first common stretch. Continue. How about the other one? This is the calves or heels or feet stretch using the chair. Okay, watch. Hold for 30 seconds and repeat on the opposite side. How about the second video? Look at that. So there are different modifications of calves or feet stretch. Ang mahalaga po, we do this properly, we execute this properly, and at the same time, we keep the holding part, okay? Which is very important. 30 seconds. Wag naman pong 1 minute kasi baka maubos na yung time ninyo sa pag-i-stretch pa lang. Okay? Now, the next one is the what we call the piriformis. Okay, I'll be showing you this video. Look at that. The piriformis po is a small muscle located in the deep of our buttocks. Okay? Sa ating bandang puwetan. Okay, it runs diagonally from the lower spine to the upper surface of the femur. Look at this picture. Look at that. Where is my mouse? Over there. Okay? Now, with the sciatic nerve running underneath or through the muscle, the piriformis muscle helps the dancer. It helps us, not only the dancers, okay, my dear student, to rotate, okay, and to turn the leg and also the foot forward or outward. Okay, look at that. So, yung ability natin para ma-rotate ang ating legs, forward, outward, left, and right, that is piriformis. And what you are seeing right now on the GIF or video clip here, okay, yung ginagawa ng dancer nating stretch, that is the piriformis stretch. Again, do not forget to hold for 30 seconds and repeat always on the other side, okay, to get the full stretch of the piriformis. And also ito naman, we have the other one. This is the standing standing calf stretch. So lay on your back with your knees bent and place your right ankle on the opposite knee. Okay, pwede rin yung ganito. Grasp your unelevated thigh behind the knee and pull gently toward your chest. Okay, until you feel the stretch in your butt. Again, you have to hold it for 30 seconds. Okay, watch the video. Look at that. And let's continue. Now, always remember, my dear students, that when we say stretching, no, stretching keeps the muscles flexible, diba? Flexibility is one of the fitness components. It helps the muscle to be stronger and healthy, and we need that. No, we need to maintain the flexibility. Okay, so that when we have that skill called flexibility, it can maintain our range of motion in the joints, hindi tayo mabilis mababalian, hindi tayo mapoprone into injuries, no? Yan yung mga gusto nating iwasan. That is why stretching is very important. Without stretching, the muscles shorten and become tight. No, kaya minsan may after effect ito, and yung after effect na to muscle sores kung tawagin natin. Then, when you call on the muscles for activity, they are weak and unable to extend all the way kasi nga, hindi tayo agad nag-stretch. Okay? So, before doing all the elements of dance na ipapakita ko sa inyo mamaya, at before doing the basic steps of modern dance, please do the following stretching exercises na ibinigay ko sa inyo. And also, for additional activity, this is activity number 1. Okay, entitled the different kinds of dance exercise. We have here 2 columns, okay, and row 1 to 5. All you have to do is to list the different dance exercise na alam ninyo. Okay, so ano ba yung mga iba't ibang dance exercise? I have here given example, aerobic exercise, and anong particular part of your body ang dapat i-stretch. Okay, so be specific on answering this. Why, my dear student? Ganito lang po yun. Obviously, when you do this activity, most of the activities na ibibigay nyo or exercises na ibibigay nyo ay tinatawag nating cardiovascular exercises. Tama naman. Kasi most stretching not only enhances our flexibility, but also the different cardiovascular maneuvers in our body. And it is very important that we give so much time on protecting our cardiovascular abilities or muscles as well. Okay? Bakit? So, because it compromises the heart and blood vessels, no? Yung heart and blood vessels natin, they are working to sustain the needs ng katawan natin when we do exercises, no? Marami ang nauubos, no, na water supply sa ating katawan. And that is why we need to maintain water in our body. What is the purpose of the water in our body anyway? Diba? So water keeps us hydrated. Without water, diba, we may feel dehydrated, we may feel na we may have muscle cramps as well, diba? We may feel the muscle fatigue kapag walang tubig sa katawan. So by the way, what is water ba? Water is an inorganic, transparent, and tasteless, odorless, and nearly colorless chemical substance. Alam natin yan, no? Your body uses water in all its cells. Lahat tayo, no, gumagamit ng water para ma-supply ang needs ng ating cells and organs and even tissues, diba? It helps regulate its temperature and maintain our bodily functions, no? Because your body loses water through, tingnan nyo to, breathing, sweating, and digestion, it is important to rehydrate. And how do we rehydrate? By taking waters. By drinking fluids and eating the right food that contain water. And as dancers, no, mamaya pag nag-perform na kayo ng mga basic elements ng dance, okay, na ipapakita ko sa inyo sa susunod na video natin, napakahalaga na isupply natin yung katawan natin ng tubig. Okay? So to avoid the following can be conditions of our body. Okay? What are these conditions that we have to avoid when dancing? And with the use of water and stretching as well, ma-avoid natin itong mga to. Number one, siyempre, ang numero uno sa lahat, sorry. Okay? First one that we will be avoiding, that we have to avoid when we are dancing, no? That's why water intake and stretching is very important. Number one is dehydration. It occurs when you use or lose more fluid than you take in. Okay? And your body does not have enough water and other fluids to carry out its normal functions. So ano mangyayari? 'Di ba? Dito makakaramdam ka ng muscle fatigue, ng burnt out, okay? Kapag ikaw ay dehydrated na, mararamdaman mo na mabilis ka nang mapagod at hingalin. Sumasakit na yung ulo, and so on. So, sabi rito, di ba, it is important for dancers to know that being properly hydrated helps them or helps our body keep the body from overheating. Kapag kulang ka sa tubig, that your body will easily get overheated. Okay? So, helping the body to promote heat loss when dancing full out will improve athletic performance and aid recovery. So, paniwalaan natin that water is a healing therapy. No? Water helps our muscles and joints, helps our body so much. No? This is especially important for dancers wearing hot costumes, yes, and performing under stage lights. Diba? Imaginein mo performing on a stage with so much light focusing on you. 'Di ba ang init ng pakiramdam nun? Okay, yung init na yon can be pacified when we know how to properly take water and supply water in our body. Okay? Sweat loses during performance can be significantly more than during rehearsal of the same piece. 'Di ba? Pag ikaw ay practice ng practice, 'di ba? Dito lumalabas yung usage ng water sa katawan mo at lumalabas yan through breathing, through performances, and even sweating. So dapat regular kang nagdi-drink ng water. Okay? Even yung mga small sip lang ng water, dapat ginagawa natin yan. Make it a habit, my dear students. Okay? So kayo mamaya, pag nagre-rehearse na kayo ng mga basic elements and dance, please do so. Let's continue. The next that we have to avoid, okay, in dancing, these are the most common, no, is the what we call the overexertion. It occurs when people push themselves too hard during physical activities. Look at this picture here, guys. Di ba? So, ano nangyayari, di ba? Pag too much exertion or overexertion, katulad ng sa pagsasayaw, chances are, okay, magkaroon o makaranas ang dancer ng tinatawag nating cases of injury. No? When a person works beyond his or her capacity, na hindi na kayang i-tolerate ng kanyang katawan, diyan papasok yung tinatawag nating injuries. So there are factors related to overexertion, 'di ba? Minsan kaya mas nai-injure yung katawan ay hindi na kaya ng edad o kaya masyado pang bata para i-perform ang skill. Pwede rin naman yung physical condition ng katawan. Pwede rin naman yung body flexibility ang issue, obesity, sobrang katabaan o kabigatan ng katawan. Okay? Pwede rin yung strength and tolerance ng katawan. So these are some of the factors related to overexertion. Now, what are overexertion injuries na pwede mong maranasan when you do overexertion? Okay? So nandyan yung sprain and strain. Ano yung pagkakaiba nila? Okay? So, iba po ang sprain sa strain. Commonly, ang sprain po ay nararanasan sa mga ankles. Common location yan ng injury na ito. Saan ba yung inyong mga ankle? Right, dito. Just like what is seen on the picture. Pag sinabi naman nating strain, commonly, my dear students, ito yung sa mga lower back and hamstring natin. Yung overextending tearing of muscles or tendons na nararanasan natin, dito to mas madalas na nararamdaman. So iba po si sprain and strain, but these two share the common grounds, and they are the common injuries, no, generally nangyayari when we do overexertion. Okay? Next, hyperthermia, look at the picture. Okay? So hyperthermia refers to a group of related or to a group of heat-related conditions, no? Minsan, yung mga dancers na sobrang kapal ng mga costumes, sobrang paulit-ulit yung kanilang mga rehearsal, nakatutok sa araw, okay? Yung mga dancers na exposed sa sobrang init ng ang outside factors, pwedeng sobrang walang cover yung kanilang pinagpa-practicean, yung mga damit nila, iba't ibang layer, mainit yung material na ginamit sa damit. Those are potential factors kung bakit nagkakaroon ng tinatawag nating abnormally high body temperature. Sobrang init. And that is why water really is very important here. No? And also we have to choose then yung capacity. We have to also diagnose the capacity of our body in terms of these outside factors. No? And another one, yung kabaliktaran naman nito is yung hypothermia. Okay? So, this time, si hypothermia naman ay medical emergency na, yes, medical emergency, ibig sabihin sobrang kailangang i-address agad kapag ang mga dancers or athletes then ay nakakaranas sa mga ganitong condition. Kung kanina sobrang mainit yung katawan, si hypothermia naman, nag-lose siya ng heat faster, tapos nilalamig yung mga katawan. Dito nakakaranas siya ng mga tinatawag nating fatigue, convulsion, nagkakaroon siya ng nausea, sobrang gutom, dizziness, weak appetite, and so, a shallow breathing as well, kasi nga, sobra namang nilalamig. Okay? So, these are some of the conditions na nararanasan ng mga dancers if they will not engage or they will not perform the proper safety protocol in dancing. And I hope walang cases na mangyayaring ganito sa inyo. Okay, dehydration, overexertion, hyperthermia, and hypothermia. And now, my dear students, let's go to the next activity. So this next activity, okay, is entitled Signs of, this table is all about the signs of dehydration. Actually, nabanggit ko na to sa inyo kanina, but your task is to identify signs of dehydration. As mentioned earlier, dehydration happens when your body does not have so much or as much water as it needs. Okay? Without enough, your body can't function properly. You can have mild to moderate or even severe dehydration depending on how much fluid is missing from your body. Now, imagine you are in that situation. How would you feel? What would be the signs of dehydration, mga anak, na pwedeng mag-occur sa isang dancer or sa isang tao na nakakaranas ng dehydration? Please list down the signs here. I gave here number 1, headache. Nabanggit ko na nga yung ibang sagot kanina. So I hope that you are truly listening on our discussion. Write your answers on a yellow paper, my dear students. If until now or until this week, Friday, wala pa ang inyong mga modules. Okay? So let's continue. And for your last activity for this week, okay, diba, staying fit at home, being at home for a long time, my dear students, diba, can be good, yes, diba, but also can be bad for your fitness goals. Kaya naman, minabuti ng inyong teacher na gumawa kayo ng ganito. Now, I am inviting everyone to create your own fitness routine. Okay, this is a table showing your 1 hour step-by-step fitness routine. Paano mo i-utilize ang isang oras mo by following this table. Ayan po siya. Okay, my dear students, I hope na nakatulong po sa inyo yung maiksing discussion natin because after this discussion, my dear students, you are expected to watch the next video, which is modern dance and the elements of dance. And do not forget to apply the learnings that you got from this session. Okay? The importance of doing safety protocol, okay, in avoiding common injuries na nararanasan ng mga dancers. Okay? Please do stretching. Please do take as much water as you can and as you need, my dear student. Okay? So, yung answers nyo po dito sa table 1, 2, and 3 for session number 5, kung wala pa pong module, isulat po muna sa yellow paper. Okay? So that would be all. See you on our next video. Pwede nyo na pong i-click and don't forget the learnings that you got from this session. Magandang araw and mabuhay sa inyong lahat.